Hello everyone, welcome to another Just Ask Answered. And I want to remind everybody that if this question resonates with you, whether you're the one that asked it or not, it is an answer for you, okay? We are all connected. As a collective, we all have the same questions. We all are on the same journey. We're all growing and shifting and moving forward. So this is part of why this Just Ask was brought about in the first place, so that spirit could reach as many people as possible, okay? Now, the question, first of all, okay, I'm going to get to the question, but I want to thank everybody for being a part of this. I want to thank everybody that asked the questions. I want to thank everybody who views to get the answers. This is here just to help everyone move forward, because the sooner we all move forward and raise our state of consciousness to that higher level, the sooner this place, this planet, this earth will be a better place for all of us to be, okay? Now the question today is, how important is diet when trying to achieve a higher state of consciousness? Diet is important whether you're trying to achieve a higher state of consciousness or not, but it's not as important as you might think. You know, you go to sleep at night and you shut off or shut down, and yet your heart keeps beating. Your lungs keep inflating and deflating. All of your organs do what they're supposed to do. And in fact, your liver wakes up at 3 a.m. every morning to do its job, and you're asleep. Those are not your jobs. There is a higher consciousness. There is something inside you that controls all of that. Your cells, every cell in your body has its own consciousness, its own brain, so to speak, and knows what to do with everything that you put into your body. Now, that being said, if you're putting poisons into your body, no, that eventually that is going to catch up with you. Your liver, for starters, is your filtration system, and what happens in the liver is it will take the things that are hazardous to your health and tuck them away in deep, 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 deep pockets inside the liver. But over time, if you keep eating those things that are covered in pesticides or that are really toxic for your body, your liver is only so big and can only hide so many things within it. Eventually, it has to start releasing some of that toxic waste into your bloodstream. And something I learned not too long ago, and I was definitely not aware of this, you may know this already, is that the blood from your liver is what goes directly to your heart. So if you're at a place where you've eaten poorly over your entire lifetime, you've had a life of eating a lot of junk, a lot of things that are toxic, and your liver has to start spewing some of that out, it really, really wreaks havoc with your heart, because what it does is it causes really thick blood. And for your heart, it's like sucking pudding through a straw. And that's why a lot of people wake up in the morning to a heart attack, because your liver has done its work. 3 a.m. it wakes up and it starts to kick in and do its thing, and then it has to send blood up to the heart, and so that can be an issue. Anything of the earth in its purest form is fine. It's why it's here. It's here for us to take in and nurture ourselves, and full of nutrients. Now, also keep in mind the soils of the planet. A lot of them have been tainted with pesticides and chemical fertilizers. So, if you can afford organic, That is always your best bet, especially with fruits and vegetables that have a thin skin, tomatoes, grapes, strawberries, raspberries, blueberries, those kinds of things, because the toxin will creep in through the skin and in directly into the meat. You cannot wash pesticides off of a thin-skinned fruit or vegetable. Now, if you're looking at a banana, an orange, grapefruit even possibly, those are a little bit different. Now, some of the pesticides can still creep in, but not like they do with a thin-skinned fruit or vegetable. Grass-fed beef. You know the ins and outs of the highest nutrient content foods of the planet. If we're talking cakes and cookies and all of that stuff, yeah, that's probably not in your highest good. But on the other hand, if you keep those things from yourself when you do want them and you crave them, you're holding back. Your soul, too, what you have to keep in mind is your soul knows what's best for you. Your soul will guide you to the foods and drinks that your body requires in any given moment, because you will have a strong desire for something in particular. And if you have a strong desire for a piece of chocolate cake, maybe that's what you need at that point in time for whatever reason. Eating chocolate cake all day, every day? No, that's not good for you. But withholding from yourself is not necessarily good either, because it's going to drive you crazy if you're really craving something, right? There are ways around that too. If you are craving sweets, make them with the purest form ingredients you can. White sugar, definitely toxic to our systems. So the least amount of white sugar that you have in your diet, the better. But replace the white sugar with something healthier. And I'm not going to get into the list of all of that stuff. That's your job. But again, keep in mind that you have thousands upon thousands upon thousands, if not millions, of cells in your body that they all know exactly what your body needs and what to do with whatever it is you're putting into your body within reason. Like I said, you drink a cup of pure poison, they're not going to be able to do too much with that. But, I mean, that's ridiculous. Nobody's out there doing that. So now we're going to ask Spirit what Spirit would like to add to that information for you. What else can we tell the viewers? Spirit, please and thank you. Thank you, angels. Okay, so we have 4 cards here. Wow, they couldn't be more perfect. First one we have is the 4 of Pentacles. This is all about letting go. Look at in this card, in the artwork. There are so many different creatures and beings, and you have fairies, which means you are being guided. So let go, relax, take a chill pill, so to speak. Let your inner guidance system steer you to the food that your body requires in any given moment. Just take a deep breath and let go. This is no different than attracting money, your lover, happiness, the things you want in life. This is no different. Let go. Allow the guidance to come through. Allow the messages to come through. And when you feel like you've got a strong craving for something, or you just suddenly feel like, hey, you know what? I need an ice cream cone. Go get it. Go get it. Treat yourself. It's about self-love too, okay? Because when you nurture yourself and fill yourself with nutrient-dense foods as well, That's a form of self-love. We all know the foods that are the very best foods for us. But does it hurt to have a piece of chocolate cake once in a while? No, absolutely not. Have fun, explore, live life, live, love, laugh. The next card goes with the first card. Temperance. This is all about guidance and things being worked out in the background. You can't see what's going on in the background, right? Or within your body is what this is saying to me. Whatever's happening within your body, it's no different than on the planet. You know, the earth just hangs there in the middle of nowhere. How is that possible? What keeps it there? There is definitely a higher consciousness out there. It flows to you. It flows through you. Follow the guidance. But first you have to get yourself in a place where you're letting go. Let go. And just let it come through. You will, here's a good example. I was on a really bad path as far as food went because I'm on my own. So, I used to I'd still love to cook, but I don't love to cook for just one person. I love to make that big meal and I love to throw myself into it, and I never follow a recipe. I just throw this and that and the other thing into it, and I just love to experience and explore cooking. But I fell off of that wagon, so to speak, because I'm alone and it just doesn't interest me to do that. And so I really started to eat in a not so healthy way. And I think the message that came through for me was that I was this close to possibly even being hospitalized because I just wasn't taking care of myself. My blood pressure went sky high, and I am a person that has such low blood pressure, especially when I'm pregnant. When I was pregnant, the doctor thought, are you even alive? Are you breathing? Because my blood pressure went so low. So for me to have an incredibly high blood pressure, there was something definitely wrong inside me, and that was my guidance. That was my message, the last ditch message that if you don't smarten up, you're going to be sick. So I did. I woke up and I started to eat better. And since I did, I have such amazing guidance where food is concerned now that I don't even have to think about what I want to eat. It's in my head before I even, before the monkey mind kicks in, my soul kicks in and says, well, have this tonight, or have this, or do that. And I don't even want fast food anymore. I'm actually back in a place now where I'm loving myself enough that I'm enjoying cooking the same old way that I used to cook for my big family. I'm doing that for myself now. I've just learned to if I'm going to do it in big portions, I put it in containers and throw it in the freezer, and then all I have to do is pull it out and warm it up. And I'm good with that now. Once you get on path with this, when you let go and allow what needs to go on within you without getting in the way of it, you will be guided. This too says the same thing in this deck, this card. Look at this person is asleep on the back of this swan. They've been picked up and they're being moved in a new direction, a better direction, the right direction for them by spirit. Right? If you look at the card down here, it's so dark, so dreary, so not good. But look at the card up here. Enlightenment, clarity, beauty, happiness, health. This is health. See, that's what I'm saying. If you let go and allow the guidance to take place, you will be shown the way. You will be moved in the right direction for health and self-love. This is necessary. But, did the chicken come first or did the egg, right? So all of this happening brings you to a place of self-love. Oh, but self-love also brings you to this place, right? Thank you, angels. That was absolutely beautiful. And they want me to show you the bottom of the deck, because the bottom of the deck is don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't fight whatever comes in. Like I said, if you get a strong craving for chocolate cake, have a piece of chocolate cake. Your soul wants it. Feed your soul. Whatever your soul is asking you for, give it. Just make sure that you're in the receiving mode of your soul, because otherwise your monkey mind is going to speak up and start telling you all kinds of things. So how do you get in the receiving mode of your inner guidance system? Meditate, meditate, meditate. Go for long walks in nature. Try to not think while you're there. Nature, when you're in nature, the reason that works so well is because when you are in nature, everything in nature, the trees, the bushes, the birds, the beasts, everything energetically is in perfect harmony. It doesn't get any better than that. And that will have an effect on your energy. But you have to be not thinking, just quiet, like you are meditating. When you close your eyes and you actually meditate, try not to think, because the minute we start to think, we start to have resistant thought. And the minute you have resistant thought, you're closing yourself off to your inner guidance system. That's why meditation works so well, because the whole point to meditation is stop the thought process. And when you stop the thought process, all you're doing is stopping resistant thought. That's it. That's all meditation is about. And as you do it more and more, you will find yourself in a place where you can stop the thought for longer periods of time. You're not probably going to go into meditation for the first time and not think about anything for the 15 or 20 minutes you're there. But when you do start to drift off and start to think again, pull yourself back. Just be aware that you're doing it and pull yourself back to the meditation. 10 seconds of a really good meditation is worth about 2 years, according to Abraham Hicks. So if you can find 10 seconds out of that 15-minute meditation that feels amazing, that's worth 2 years of meditating to you. The energy around this feels amazing for some reason. I'm not sure if it's because it's something that needed to be addressed, and now it has been, and it's going to help a ton of people. I hope so, because that's the whole point to this. Now, you know who you are that asked this question, and I want to thank you for this question. I thank everybody for their questions. This was a really good one, not a question that most people would have. So thank you for asking this question, because I would not have come up with this. And you are the only one so far that has asked this question, and it's a great one. So thank you again, everybody, for your questions and your support. I do appreciate it. I hope it helps. I'll see you in the next one.